Hi, I'm Nicole Ross. I am a professor and scientist, and I study how our brains work. There's no disputing that brain research has been moving forward rapidly in recent decades, any way you measure it, from the number of discoveries we make about the brain every year to the increasing number of pages that are in our neuroscience textbooks. However, progress in our ability to treat brain and mental disorders from Alzheimer's to depression simply hasn't kept pace, and it's unclear why. In Elusive Cures, I take readers on my own personal journey to understand this disconnection. Why have we been learning so much about the brain for so many decades, but our ability to treat certain types of brain and mental disorders remains so frustrated? In the book, I survey the past, present, and I speculate on the near future of brain research, focused on a central idea, and that is that we brain researchers have been oversimplifying the type of thing that the brain is, treating it much like a domino chain of causes that lead to effects, presuming that its dysfunction follows from broken dominoes in the chain, which might be a mutated gene or a brain area with aberrant activity. We're beginning to realize the importance of incorporating the brain's big feedback loops. So not just causes that lead to effects, but also that feedback is causes. And this is important because it implies that the brain is a much more complicated type of thing, for which a good analogy is the weather, and the brain's dysfunction is analogous to the weather breaking out into a hurricane. As we all know, we cannot dissipate or redirect the paths of hurricanes, and this is because humanity hasn't figured out how to influence complex systems. In the book, I lay out the next steps that will be required for brain research to embrace this complexity and face this formidable challenge of controlling or influencing these complex systems head on. And I end by describing my optimism for brain research in the next few decades being more impactful than the last. I wrote Elusive Cures, not just for researchers, but also for policymakers, journalists, and importantly, anyone who is themselves afflicted with some type of brain dysfunction or has a loved one who is. Because after all, understanding our brains, it impacts all of us. And so it just makes sense that we're all privy to those solutions.